Good morning. The topic assigned is NTFPs, creating international markets. Before discussing markets, we must begin with law. Unlike terms such as forest produce or timber, which are defined under the Indian Forest Act, the term non-timber forest produce does not have a direct statutory definition. It is an analytical category derived from multiple legal frameworks. The Indian Forest Act defines forest produce broadly and distinguishes timber as a subset. The Forest Rights Act defines minor forest produce, including bamboo, honey, wax, lac, and medicinal plants. State laws may define specified produce for regulation and trade. Therefore, NTFP is not a legal category in itself. However, legality determines market entry. Some products fall under the Wildlife Protection Act. Some are regulated under CITES. Others are governed by the Biological Diversity Act or state-level trade restrictions. Some require permits. Some require benefit-sharing compliance. Some cannot be traded at all. Therefore, the first discipline is not market creation. The first discipline is legal clarity. The second dimension is economics. A market is a system where buyers and sellers interact to exchange goods and services at a price. An international market extends this across borders, introducing tariffs, standards, logistics, and currency risks. Today, global markets are not stable. We are witnessing increasing tariffs, trade tensions, and supply chain disruptions. These factors directly affect prices. For NTFPs, this creates a serious concern. Collectors are often among the most vulnerable participants in the value chain. They are typically marginalized, operate at small scales, and act as price takers. They bear the highest risk but capture the lowest value. Market volatility affects them disproportionately. A bumper harvest may lead to a price crash. A sudden drop in demand may leave produce unsold. Conversely, high prices may encourage overharvesting, leading to ecological damage. But there is another equally important dimension. When we create markets, we must ensure that benefits are distributed across the entire supply and value chain, not concentrated in a few intermediaries or dominant actors. If market power becomes concentrated, collectors remain marginalized despite increased trade. Therefore, equitable access and benefit sharing must be built into market design. We must recognize that NTFP collectors are not merely suppliers. They are frontline forest resources, partners, and stakeholders in conservation and departmental activities. They contribute to forest protection, monitoring, and sustainable use. Therefore, strengthening their position is not only an economic necessity, it is also a conservation strategy. This brings us to risk protection. We must think beyond extraction and trade. We must think of hedging mechanisms. These may include minimum support price systems, price stabilization funds, and collective aggregation models. More advanced approaches could include futures trading, allowing price discovery and risk management. Insurance products can protect against crop failure or market shocks. Institutional mechanisms can strengthen bargaining power. The objective is clear. We must integrate NTFP collectors into markets, ensure they receive fair value, and shield them from volatility and exclusion. The third dimension is value creation and utilization. Let us take a single example: bamboo. At the lowest level, bamboo is used as fuel. This is a low-value use. At the next level, it is sold as poles. Further value is created through handicrafts and furniture. Moving ahead, bamboo can be processed into a range of food products, such as bamboo shoots, pickles, and ethnic cuisine items. With proper preservation and packaging, these become premium products. At the highest level, bamboo can enter export markets as processed goods. Beyond this, bamboo supports advanced applications. It can be used for phytochemical extraction, for example, isolating flavonoids, phenolic acids, and silica-rich compounds from bamboo leaves and shoots, where compounds such as orientine and vitixin act as active ingredients with antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and antimicrobial properties. It can support sylvopharmaceutical applications, including the development of bamboo-derived formulations, where bioactive constituents serve as active pharmaceutical ingredients, or APIs, in nutraceuticals and herbal medicines for managing oxidative stress, metabolic disorders, and wound healing. It can serve as a substrate for cultivating specialty mushrooms, such as pihiri or bamboo mushroom, oyster mushrooms, and shiitake. Each step increases value. But value creation is not only about processing. It is also about differentiation. This is where instruments like geographical indication tagging become important. A GI tag links a product to a specific region, tradition, and quality. It creates exclusivity. It prevents imitation. It allows producers to command a premium price. For example, forest-based products such as wild honey, lac, medicinal herbs, or bamboo crafts can be positioned as region-specific, culturally rooted, and ecologically sourced products. This transforms them from commodities into identity-based products. Along with GI tagging, certifications such as organic or fair trade can further enhance value. However, these require systems. We need sustainable harvest protocols. We need processing infrastructure. We need grading, storage, and preservation systems. We need certification and traceability. The key principle is simple. We should not extract more. We should extract more value and more identity from what we already extract. The fourth dimension is technology. Technology enables us to move from assumption to evidence. Satellite imagery allows large-scale mapping. Drones provide detailed monitoring. LiDAR and radar give structural insights. These tools help assess availability and detect changes. Data systems allow us to track harvest intensity and regeneration. This helps prevent overexploitation. Technology also enables traceability. QR codes can link products to their origin. Blockchain systems can ensure tamper-proof records. Chain of custody systems track movement across the supply chain. Together, these tools create transparency. And transparency builds trust. In international markets, trust is not optional. It is essential. The final dimension is prudence. After examining law, economics, value creation, and technology, we must step back. Are we increasing value or increasing extraction pressure? Are we ensuring regeneration? Does promoting NTFPs increase human-wildlife conflict? Are collectors exposed to zoonotic diseases such as chiasson or forest disease? Are labor risks adequately addressed? We must also consider policy. Are we protecting collectors through institutional mechanisms? Are we providing alternative livelihoods where extraction is unsustainable? Are benefits equitably distributed? There are also strategic questions. We are in the era of the sixth mass extinction. India has committed to the 30 by 30 target. Should we prioritize commercially valuable NTFPs? Or should we prioritize ecosystem integrity through keystone and umbrella species? These are complex questions, but they are essential. Because creating international markets for NTFPs is not only an economic decision. It is also a conservation decision, a social decision, and a long-term policy decision.